All right. Welcome back, brother.
Hey, how you been?
I'm friggin' amazing, dude. Look at around you, man. The studio's coming together.
Hey, every week it grows, it gets better and better all the time,
The
man.
shot looks amazing, dude. It absolutely looks amazing.
Really cool.
So, I'm John Robert Quinn, Bradley Meyer sitting across from me. This is the Cash Cow Show. What are we talking about today?
We're talking about the rental agreements.
Rental agreements. Explain to me, first of all, what is a rental agreement?
It's either a month-to-month agreement or a lease agreement with a specific term set out for how long a tenant's going to rent from you is just the broad overview of what it is.
Okay.
And then depending on what part of the country you're in, they're real specific. I mean, there's parts of the country with rent control. You got to have a specific rental agreement. And one of the things I've gone out and researched and done for everybody, and I'll throw it up on the YouTube channel. It'll be a link over there.
Mm-hmm.
Is a link to a company that has those, that's the most affordable, incredibly inexpensive, a bunch of free stuff on it, because you and I are guys that want to give everything away for free. So,
well, we want to make sure that we're getting paid, though. We don't give it away just to give it away. We give it away to get paid.
well, yeah, but we're providing stuff that's
Correct.
value.
We're giving value.
Yeah, and
Correct.
this is a valuable thing. It's the best one I found that is nationwide. So go over there, YouTube channel, check it out. And I'll link it on all the videos. That'll be part of my job for the weekend.
Also, I want to take a moment and mention that Denver launched this last Sunday night.
Oh, cool.
KDMT 1690 AM and went without a hitch, dude. I mean, it was great. We got good feedback from it. We're advertising Cash Cow on there. And no, it's just awesome stuff, dude.
Cool. So get in on the ground floor. If you're looking for advertising, get in now, because when it hits nationwide, obviously it's going to cost a little more money.
Well, it's all supply and demand also. And what's happening now, especially with the Good Life show, another one of my shows, is that we're full. We're like booked solid. Just to get on the show, you're waiting 3-4 months just to get on it. These are good problems.
Yep.
Good problems.
Hey, and if you're going to be a sponsor on the program, it's not just realtors, property management companies, whatever your construction is, whether you're doing carpets, windows, general contractor, cleaning service, lawyers, doing evictions. Look, I teach people how to avoid all of that, but the inevitable happens. People are people.
Yeah, but the other thing is we can teach people how to prevent to die, right? But it's still going to happen.
Yeah.
So rental agreements. Who should have a rental agreement? What if it's just a guy who's renting a house out to his mother-in-law?
Rental agreement. Everybody's on a rental agreement. Everybody over 18 needs to do an application.
Okay.
Everybody over 18 needs to sign that rental agreement.
Okay. What kind of items should be on the rental agreement?
You got to have all the expectations lined up. You got to have what the rent is, when the rent's due, what the late fees are. That is something you need to look at based on how it's structured in your area. Mm-hmm. I've worked on properties in areas where I've had the tenant pay, but the municipal utility will send the owner a notice if it isn't paid to the owner, not to the property address. I've had it to where the notices go to the property address, and the tenant's going, yeah, I know I didn't pay that, and the owner doesn't know. Next thing you know, you got a utility lien on your property that you weren't counting on. And in some places, that's drawing 18, 22% interest a year. That gets to be a big doggone bill pretty quick that you didn't know about.
Now,
so that's a decision you need to figure out for your area.
But what happens if they don't pay the bill?
They usually get service stopped. You get a fine. It creates all kinds of problems.
Okay. Talk to me about, what about property taxes? Should the renter be paying the property tax?
No. You want to cover your own taxes. That goes back into your expenses, paying taxes, getting the write-offs. A lot of that.
I'm not asking that question because I'm naive. I'm asking that question because are people actually doing that?
They should be paying their own taxes on the property. Actually, it should be financed and structured into the loan that you've got. Mm-hmm. like where we're at in Sac County, you can avoid paying the taxes for a couple of years. You're going to get a tax lien. I think they charge you like 10% or something a year. But if you're going to sell that property in 4 years, why pay the taxes? When you sell it,
They're going to pay them.
they're going to pay them for you.
Okay.
But if you're holding on to it to create generational wealth, pay the doggone taxes as part of your expenses for the property that you get to write off.
That's your tax.
Yeah.
That's your T&I anyway. I mean, that's going to come out of escrow every month anyway.
It should, but you can structure it so it doesn't.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't it make sense to do that though?
It does. It makes sense to get everything paid, know what your monthly expense is, and structure your income off of that, which is the other show we talked about, how to price your property.
And of course, they can go online to cashcowsystems.org and they can watch all of the episodes. They can stream it. In fact, all of our publishing will be going through the first 6, 7 episodes are going to be on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Amazon, Shazam, maybe even Pandora. We're working some stuff out with them. Long story short, everything will be available there, and of course they can stream it just by going to the website, and they can literally select the episode that they want and click play, and boom is boom. Done is done. Okay, so let's talk about rental agreements a little bit more. I want to ask a really interesting question here. What if somebody is habitually late? So let's say the rent is $1,000. They have a $50 late fee. The first time you waive the late fee. The second time,
why would you
hold
waive?
on, just hear me out. The second time you waive the late fee. The third time you charge the late fee. The fourth time you charge the late fee. Eventually you have to evict them. You evict them. You take them to court. Can you sue them for the first 2 late fees that you never charged them?
Yes and no. You're probably going to lose in court if you put that in the notice that you're charging them for late fees. The structure to get around that, which is in the rental agreements that I tell everybody to use, and the basic one that I want you to go and get the iSupply and then adapt.
Should we be putting a standardized form rental agreement up on the website for people to use as a resource?
I've got one. Most of the lawyers and stuff that I work with and investors that I work with are hesitant about doing that because every state, city, county, whatever, is changing them.
Got it.
Got some basic things that it should have in it. One of the things it should have in it is attorney fees. Nobody ever argues those, so prevailing parties should get paid their attorney fees.
Okay.
Back to the question. First of all, never waive a late fee. Always collect it.
Okay.
Always collect a late fee.
Do the late fee.
It's in your rental agreement. You violated your rental agreement if you don't follow it.
Okay, and we have to go to break in a minute, but it brings me to another question. What if you're renting to family? Should you charge the late fee? Oh, but sweetheart, I'll make sure to get it taken care of.
Quick answer, if you're renting to family, that's your first mistake. Second mistake is if you're renting to family to keep the peace, hire a management company, and if they come whining to you, go, look, I'm not in charge of this. I just go to the mailbox and get a check. This is a management company. You need to discuss it with them.